Seth Rollins fans, I got some bad news for you in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly what that news is and why it's bad news. But don't fear too much, because Seth Rollins has been a top WWE star for over a decade. He's been a guy that we've seen grow as both a performer and a person, right? He has gone from the days of the Shield to the heel authority type world champion to a babyface in which he set the world on fire until he got into that really bad feud with The Fiend, a.k.a. Bray Wyatt. Then we went through this weird heel run that the Messiah, that was bad. That lasted a while. And then when he became world champion, he turned babyface. And he was actually a lot of fun as a babyface and continues to be a good babyface. Now, the WWE top star, after holding the world title for over a year, or close to a year, rather, he took time off from the company after WrestleMania 40, where he dropped the World Championship to Drew McIntyre, who then lost it to Damian Priest once he cashed in Money in the Bank, and then he took time off. Rollins, he had a knee operation done for returning to television a few weeks ago. He was the special guest referee for the CM Punk Drew McIntyre match at SummerSlam. I thought he did a very good job on that. You know, he had the referee cam, and by the way, if you have not seen that footage of his referee cam and he's talking trash to CM Punk, it's very funny. I highly recommend you go out of your way and watch it. Now, it appeared that they were building towards Seth and Punk. Well, things kind of took an interesting turn, because on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, Rollins was attacked by Bronson Reed in a highly praised segment in which Reed hit Rollins multiple times with a splash. This was done to write Seth Rollins off of television, because while speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that Reed's attack on Rollins was intended to write him off of television. He said, "I don't know how serious it is. I just know it was storyline covers for injury." And Seth, he's not in a bad situation. Like, he's cleared, he could wrestle, but, you know, he's banged up, and so it's a good time for him to take off and be off television. Now, the good news is we don't know how long Rollins will be off of television, but it sounds like it's not going to be that long. And you have to wonder, like, you have Bash in Berlin on August 30th, and then you go all of September, and then you have the Bad Blood pay-per-view on October 5th. How banged up is he? And do you wait, 3 more weeks before he returns to television and you set up the Bash in Berlin match? I'm going to assume you do. You could also just save it and keep building and building and building Bronson, and you can have him come out there week in and week out, do a quick squash match, and then get on the promo and just remind everyone. You could even do this. This would actually be pretty cool. You could just have Bronson do a quick squash match, and then just have him be like, "I took out Seth Rollins forever. I took Seth Rollins' career away from him," and then you just show a quick video package of this man assaulting Seth Rollins mercifully, and then he just exits. Like, you could just do that week after week after week. It's like Paul Heyman, where after the streak had ended, after Brock had beat Taker at WrestleMania 30, him just come out there and go, "The Undertaker's streak was ended by the hands of Brock Lesnar." That's your promo. And then you go into whatever you're working with, right? Like, they could absolutely do that. It'll be interesting to see where they go with this, but that's the latest on Seth Rollins.